My name is Kirei, and I've been 12 years Challenger, and I'm the only person in the world to have finished Challenger every single season. I've been 5 times rank 1, and I've played professionally for 8 years and coached pro teams for 2 years. Having worked with some of the best players in the world, I'm sharing my knowledge that I've learned in the past decade, and hope you guys will enjoy and learn a lot. I'm gonna show you guys in action how to play Zyra, okay? These are the things we'll be covering, which is how to clear, how to skirmish, how and when to use spells, invading, and talk about the weakness and strengths, which is weak level 1, I get invaded, bad 1v1, bad at coming in objectives late, and I'll explain like why more. And strengths is good disengage, good range poke, insane clear tempo, okay? So we'll be covering some of the things this game, and we'll be showing you guys how to carry on this champion, okay? So let's start with level 1. Okay, so level 1, first thing first, right? I'll just put a ward down here in case like this guy's being cringe. Because like I said, this champ's weak at getting invaded. Like think like this as well. Briar could start Raptors, invade my bot side. Okay? First of all, if you play Zyra, you need to really think about level 1, how they can choose you, if they can invade your level 1, if they can invade your blue buff. Think about these things, okay? This champion is super fast. Late Raptor ward if possible. Okay, so pay attention. I'll just explain mostly how to play this champion, and as you can see, after minute 1, your goals will extend here. Because why after minute 1? Because then your passive starts spawning, and one thing you have to know is that if you stand in a bush, your passive doesn't spawn. So you need to go out of the bush, okay? And one thing you have to keep in mind as well is that, you see I'm not using my Q yet. Why am I not using my Q yet? Because like, the Q, essentially, if there's more than one, it has 50% damage reduction. And if it has 50% damage reduction, it's usually better to like wait a little bit of your Q before using it. You see how I clear this? Honestly, you can watch the replay and see how I clear, but so you see that I used my W before the camp died. I do that because like my W was gonna spawn, and by me like using it a bit later, or like using my W instantly before the camps are dying, I get more Ws available, which makes your clears faster, right? So right now, as you can see, I'm just using my one spell, one W, EW, because if you use two, like I said, it deals 50% damage reduction, and you don't want that, right? So you see, I use my W just now, like I perma refresh the cooldown. You see this? I'm waiting as long as I can, and then I put two of them. So around 800 HP, you can usually leave it, okay? Usually one plant deals 600 damage, just so you guys know. So you see it perfectly cleared. 600 damage, okay? Boom, 600, I'm out. Remember that, 600 damage first plant. So you see, I'm 255 in the fucking river, bro. Is it balanced? Tell me. I don't think it's balanced. I think we can all agree with that one, right? Now this guy dies as well here. And I'm gonna help the push out really fast. But you see how fast fucking clears? Okay, imagine their bowling didn't die here, right? What would I have done here? I would have just fisted the enemy jungler. I would have just invaded him. Okay, so you might wonder here, why am I basing instantly here? This is not really about Zyra, this is more about jungle tempo. Me waiting 8 seconds for a crab, not so good. Instead, me going top lane here is like much better, okay? Key thing here. I'm playing Zyra, so I'll mostly elaborate on Zyra. I'll talk about other concepts in other videos, but this game I'll dedicate to Zyra, okay? Since this is a Zyra guide, and I'm showing you guys how to 1v9 on this champion. So, in general, so you want EWQW. Why do you want to do that? So they get slowed. And that's like very important. So I know my top lane wants to like push. My mid lane is getting ganked. I think he's kind of dead on my screen. He's kind of dead on my screen, yeah. Even for the crap, I'm doing the EWQW, just so you guys know. Just gonna move here. So okay, pay attention. Okay, I'm going for a gank when he goes for last hit. It seems like he knows. I'm just gonna chunk him a bit if possible. I know he just wants to crash the wave. I was making sure he crashes the wave, and that's all. I didn't want to do anything else. Okay, so right now you can see my passive in 10 seconds. One small thing they should do if you play Zyra is that you see I'm passive spawn in 5 seconds. Try to like stand in the best possible location, so like the passive is gonna go not somewhere cringe. You know what I'm saying? I could have smited it, but all good. You can even like leave plants like that if they chase you. WW. So you see this one plant here. I'll use the plant here, and you see this plant, as long as it doesn't go through the plant, you get a really good clear. So you can see I'm just nuking it a bit. So key thing here, as you can see, I'm never using 2 plants at once. And see this other plant here, I'll wait as long as possible. Let's see. Alright, so right now I'll need to pay attention, okay? This is probably warded, so I'm not gonna go first. I'll let my support go first. Okay, this guy's into though. So pay attention. E, W, Q, W. That's the Zyra combo. To slow them, and then you get like the Q plant for the longer range. And I'm level 6 before minute 6. That's really crazy. So right now, okay, my guy's kind of low, so he probably just needs to crash the wave. So pay attention, pay attention. I'm holding my skill shift, see? So why am I doing this? To see his movement? Because like, when you play Zyra, right, it's like really essential that you basically... I think we can go here, but... It's like really essential. No. That you hold your spells. When you gank, you see I was like just Q, W, just all attack him because like, he's gonna move like a bit like this. And then when you move like that, it's like more predictable to his movement. Don't instantly use your ability. That is really bad, okay? Don't do that. So I want to show you guys now as well just how to do the grubbies. So essentially, if you do the grubbies, I mean, I'll show it once I get there. I was gonna ping my mid laner to push. As you can see, I'm pinging, push. I'm making it very clear what I want to do. So now it's gonna push because I pinged him to push. Because I want to play for the grubs, right? If you don't ping, they will not do what you want them to do. So one thing that you can do here always as well, right? Is that... Oh, I didn't use my W. Okay, so you see my W is up. I'm not using my W yet. Main reason why I'm not using my W yet is because if he stands on my W, well, my W is gone, so that would kind of suck, right? I'm literally waiting just for my boy here, you know? So, I mean, I don't think they can contest here, so I'm gonna smite. So, key thing here, okay? You have to tank at the grubs. If you don't tank at the grubs, your plans get nuked. Just saying, you have to tank. Wait. Okay, so essentially there, I mean, that combo wasn't anything crazy. I just pressed EW, QW, ult, and I just popped him, you know? But okay, right now, okay? I'm just gonna full clear here, and I'll look for a little base. As you can, oh, one thing as well, right? The ult attack that you do is the target the plant's gonna focus. And pay attention here, okay? Like, I have 2 plants here. Because of 2 plants here, I can use my QW here. Because it's fairly certain that like my passive is gonna spawn in like, I don't know what, few seconds. It's gonna be RNG'd pretty well. So then you can do 2 camps together, you see? And yeah, now I'm just gonna base. And I'll spend my gold. Okay, so honestly on Zyra it's like very important to know like the threshold of clearing. So remember how I told you like with 1 plant it's 600 HP early game. With this item I believe is like 900 damage, 800 to 900, and with Leandre is like 1.5k. Remember that, okay? I'll note it down as well in the YouTube description below. But it's very important to know the clear exactly and how long you need. If you don't understand it, it sucks. Because essentially you'll be wasting a lot of time. So look, 900, I'm out, you know? I think it's 900, I'm pretty sure. Here my bull is fighting, so I'm gonna hover. See if we can do something. I've got every single ability available. So look at my combo, okay? EW, QW. To slow them and with like long range. And a small tip that I have of the Zyra combo is that like, let's say when you like QW, okay? So let's say this crap, okay? Let's say I'm doing this crap. And let's say the target is here. Instead of like, unless he's running this direction, okay? Like this direction. Instead of like putting like on top here, put it towards the direction he's running. And the other very big tip that I have is that on Zyra, what you can do, right, is like you can QW further. So I see a lot of Zyra players doing like literally this QW instantly on the same location. What you can do instead, right, is like, 1 second, I need my W. So let's say I'm max range now, okay? QW, you see? You can like run like a little bit further, like look, Q walk W. So it can actually chase him further. So don't do like QW, especially if you're chasing, that's bad. You want it to be like as far as possible. Very, very important Zyra trick. Here, of course, you can see, small thing here, see? You can like do camp like this as well. You saw how angled my Q? 9 HP, boom, you can leave it. Since I'm a Leandria now, I can base from item, and let's see. So, I mean, one small thing you can do as well, I'll show it. Before basing, you can always put your W. It lasts for 60 seconds. Essentially, if they step on it, it's free vision wards as well. I personally don't do it that often. I don't find it that useful, but it's something you can look to do, okay? So, I mean, the most important thing when you play this champion is like essentially just understanding that taking your camps, getting levels is so important. Oh, as well, I kind of fucked up my skill levels. I should have put 3 points Q. Always 3 points Q maximum. I trolled, I'm autopiloting. And then if playing against 2 or more melee champions, you can put 3 points in E afterwards. If you play against a lot of range champions, you can even put points in W after 3 points in Q. But since I'm playing the Briar and Cyan, having 3 points in E at least is very nice. But I'll probably even put like 5 points, because putting points in E against a melee champ, he cannot play the game. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, this guy kind of trolled. So look, I'm chasing. What I do, you see how I'm walking a little bit closer to him? Okay, pay attention as I'm chasing, okay? Okay, he's fine. Okay, I'll show you how to do grubs. Look, what you can do, right? This is big tip. I don't just make you instantly here. Why? Look, I'm trying to nuke all the small ones, and because I nuke the small ones, I actually get my passive. Because every time these void grubs are spawning small ones, you can actually get more W's of it. And as you can see, I'm just tanking it. So see my Q's cooldown? Boom, it's up again. Why? Because the small grubbies that they spawn, you know? Always tank it, and don't use your Q instantly. Like, so here, pay attention, I'm ganking, okay? What do? I just QW, I hold my spell. You see, look how he's moving, he's dancing, right? He's trying to dodge my ability. At some point, when you're sure you can land it, that's when I use it, okay? So be patient, just think like this. You only have one chance to hit. It's 9-second cooldown. If you hit it, nice. If you don't, sucks, right? So here, for example, he should be fisted here. Okay. I'll just look for a base here. Yeah, I mean, I'll just look for a base here, I guess. And also go Blackfire Torch. In general, though, especially against 2 melee champions, you should go Rylai. Rylai is a very, very good item, especially against melee champions. There are some times that I go Blackfire Torch second with W max. That's if I play, let's say, against a lot of range, and they don't have to go into me, or like they don't have any engage, and I can just perma poke them. But in this case, they have like 2 melee champions, so I would prefer Rylai. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, you just like drop your shit here and walk. This is really crucial, so pay attention, okay? Small tip, or important tip. Look, I QW, I don't use my second one. I just use it right now, and you leave. Don't use them twice, or like don't use them both at the same time. So pay attention, look, right here, I just try to walk as much as I can. And boom, he's dead. So, same thing here, right? But pay attention, okay? You see how plant switch target? Wherever you alt attack is where your plant focuses, okay? That's all very important to know. And I mean, right now, I will pretty much go into mid lane here and see what I can get. But yeah, the really OP thing about this champion is like tempo. It's like you're so fast on the map. Yeah, and like as long as you don't really into your tempo too much, this champ, especially if you're first on objective, is like very, very unplayable. I think what I might do is I will just suicide a bit. I'll show you guys how to do solo Baron as well. So I'm actually literally griefing here, like I'm not even kidding. That's right. Ah, fuck. Sorry. It's lagging. So like, I'm trying to prove a point here, okay? Like how to do solo Baron. But essentially, I mean, it's pretty simple. But I'll show you guys how to do it. I need like 3.5 minutes and hope it didn't FF. Then I can show it in a live game. But yeah, essentially I'll just keep playing and explaining the combos. And oh, one thing is very crucial as well. In teamfights, a lot of Zyra players, like let's say there's like a teamfight here in the center, okay? A lot of Zyra players would use their plants literally here. Instead of using it here, okay? Look. It's much better to like angle it on the side. Because think about it, imagine like one of your teammates standing here, and you put your plant here, it's insta gonna get nuked. Your plant, insta. So try to like angle it like a bit to the left or a bit to the right, so it actually stays alive. Because these plants is actually your main damage. I can promise you guys, this champion, it does no damage without your plants. Your main damage source is actually the plants. Okay? Okay, so here I'll start it. I mean, if you do an objective, it's nothing too crazy, you know. Like, one thing that I would recommend is that just split up your plants a bit. Don't put them at the same location, because you can get cleaved by a herald if he does like this animation. Okay, and one thing you can do as well, you can use W for like to face check, which is what I did. You saw. So pay attention. Zyra combo EW QW. So there's plants right there. What's up? What the fuck, bro? Oh. That champ's running at my face, bro. But yeah. Okay, 2.5 minutes more for Baron, boys. We're gonna make it. But I can show you guys as well a pretty good tip. Which at around 20 minutes, if you actually put your QW on the golems, right? And then you start stacking plants here, and those plants are gonna finish with golems, you actually get to stack a lot faster. This is a trick that not many people use, but you can do that in order to like do Baron much faster. I will write to my team, let me solo Baron please, because I just want to prove a point on how to do it. And as well, depending on which Baron it is, right? You shouldn't stack everything at the same location if you stack it. You just kind of like spread it around, because some Barons have like AoE. So it really depends on the Baron basically. So as you can see, okay, like you see my plant there. I'm gonna wait a bit. Now I use it. Boom, now I can leave. Perfect. So like, you have to really pay attention on your passive. Boom, I can leave it now. I mean, I'm so fat that like, I can just put 2 plants here, you know, like, I'm just too strong here. But this is kind of how you want to clear. You see how my shit's like perm refreshing? Oh fuck, I shouldn't have done that one. I should have saved this for the Baron. I could have shown you guys what I meant. I probably can't do it anymore, I think, but... But it's fine. There's still one small golem, boys. Okay, guys, essentially, I mean, I might as well start stacking. Well. Let the stacking begin. Okay, I plan to like use that golem, take the plant over, and I'll show you what I mean. Oh, you can even like nuke this crap and you get the stack by the way, so that's like good. Oh, I didn't take it. But there's only 8 max by the way, so it's like 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, okay, my team's helped me here literally, so like, I can just ult here, you know. But usually you're supposed to like wait a little bit before you ult, but yeah. In this case, if my team's helped me, you can just nuke it, right? So you can just get it right now before they get here. But usually what you do is like you get 8, then you kind of count a bit, and then you look to use your ult when the duration is about to expire. And that's how usually you can do it solo. But, okay. I'll just show you guys now a bit how to teamfight and what you want to do. Okay, so the really strong part about Zyra is that like when you are basically sieging, it's important you don't get flanked. This champ is so OP if you're sieging and you don't get flanked. So what should you do in general? Siege on side lane. Okay? Don't siege in mid, because imagine Lissandra or Sign flanking me, I'm doomed. So siege on the side lane, okay? Side lane is your biggest friend. Okay. This is why you don't siege mid lane. But as you can see here, I'm just super passive. Oh, and one tip as well, the Q is a bit weird, the angle. I'll show what I mean. It's like you see this angle, you just have to practice this in custom game. That's actually the hardest thing that I had at the beginning of Zyra, is the Q is a bit weird. So it's like you just have to practice, you know, like it really depends on where you stand, and then it's like it becomes easier. But anyway, I'll just show you guys how to siege. So essentially when you siege, it's pretty simple. You can press Q, walk up, W. You see what I did? I don't do this. I don't press Q, W instantly. I make sure to walk up a bit. And keep in mind, if you play Zyra or any champion, the crucial part is like thinking about what the big threat is an enemy team. That's like very, very crucial to think about. What's the threat? Because like, yeah, you want to be really like careful about range. And look, Q, W. You see? I put it like really far into the face. Q, W. And you can do this for like forever. Oh, one big tip that I have is that please don't use both your Ws. Why? Because you want to have your one of your Ws at least for, let's say, when they hard engage. So you, at least when you use your ultimate, you have your W. So I would never ever use 2 of my Ws. I would not do that. And it deals less damage as well anyway, so I would not recommend to do so. I would just always use one, and my second one spawns. That's when I use my second Q again. Okay? Now, for example, and this is just how I play champion, you know, just like poke them like this, just, you know. Now I'm saving this one, you see? I'm waiting, not using it. So now pay attention to the angle that I'm putting my W, right? Like in this case, a bit like easy, right? But I'm trying really hard to like not put it in front of their face. I'm trying to like find a good location for it, you know? You can even put it over the wall there, you see? Like be very mindful and think a bit about like where you put your W. Don't put it in range of fire, that's like really bad. Like I said, your Q is your main damage source, okay? So here, as you can see, holding abilities. This guy's gonna wait for CC. You see my plans? Like, my plan is literally nuking him. It's literally my main damage source. I'm not even capping here. Now I kinda gotta bounce away. Well, and now I'm gonna base, and I'm just gonna plant at the game. But you guys get a bit better idea on like based how this champion works and what you should be focusing on, right? And it's just very important that you understand just the combos a bit, when to hold your abilities right. And honestly, this champ is not complicated. If you understand how to clear, if you understand a bit when and how to use your abilities, which we covered here a bit, right? We talked about how to clear, how to skirmish, how when to use abilities, invading, and the weakness level 1. So you might have the ward level 1. strength, good disengage, good range poke, insane clear tempo. And yeah, that's how I play Zyra, by the way. Like and subscribe if you liked the video, and leave any comment below if you guys would like to see anything else, and have a nice day. Peace, boys or girls.